but we'll get to see the practicality in that story as we proceed. Let's move on now and bring you another one. Now, as we continue to celebrate and also highlight women's achievements and challenges in light of the International Women's Day, which was celebrated on Tuesday, the 8th of March. Women all over the world are continuously breaking barriers and taking spaces in various sectors despite harsh conditions that they face. One of such sectors is the medical industry, which is highly competitive, pressurizing, and also sacrificial in nature.
The theme for this year's International Women's Day focuses on breaking the bias for gender equality and women empowerment. One of such women is Dr. Chinasa Amadi, a lifestyle medicine physician and the founder of Africa's first digital lifestyle medicine practice called Ariella Health and Fitness Limited, which has now become the first and only brand to offer an internationally recognized CPD accredited health coaching course in Africa. Well, we have her right here on the program live. Dr. Chinasa, many thanks for joining the program this morning. Now, on Tuesday, we clearly celebrated the International Women's Day. What part of the theme really stood out for you?
Good morning, first of all. So the main thing that stood up for me is the fact that a lot of, I went on LinkedIn and I saw a lot of men, they were pretty much vocal about breaking the gender barrier in their own companies. And some of them were coming out to say what they were planning to put in place, what they were planning to modify. And I was like, okay, sounds good, looks good, seems there's progress somewhere. So basically that was exciting for me.
That's interesting. That sounds good, it looks good. But what are some of the challenges you face, you in particular, on a daily in your professional life, and how are you ensuring to break the bias over there, talking about the medical and health sector?
Okay, so because what I do is most of the time I hold virtual consultations. And I find out that sometimes once these consultations are scheduled, there was a time this consultation was scheduled, and it was a video call, and I'm talking, I just come up, and the man goes, "Oh, okay, he wasn't expecting Dr. Amadi was female." I was like, and he knows a male Dr. Amadi. I'm like, okay, this is the female version. And he's like, "Oh, okay." I said, "Is there a problem? Is there going to be a problem?" And he said, "No, I could perceive his when I say disappointment, I don't know, but I'm like, I think it's getting better, because I've had encounters in the past where a patient wants to speak to a male, a more senior male doctor, or they are referring to you as, "Oh, are you the doctor?" Or some of them will actually even say, "Okay, maybe you're the nurse." And I'm like, "No, I'm the doctor that is on duty." And it's, but it's getting better. I can say that between 10 years ago and now, there has been significant improvement as in the way we are being accepted in the medical practice. And the fact that we are able to do a lot more, we're able to aim for more. It's not before. It's like, it's the concept is, hey, don't be too ambitious. You have to run the family. You have to run the children. You have to do this. You have to do that. And nobody thinks you should be too ambitious. But now there's the space that, hey, you as a woman, you can be as ambitious as you want to be. You can get to the height of your career and still thrive on other ground. So that conversation is still ongoing, but it's a lot more better than before.
Now, Dr. Ariella Health is the first, and we can take that to the bank for now, the first and only brand to offer internationally recognized health coaching courses in Africa. Wow. What is it like achieving this feat, and how is lifestyle medicine really different from other medical practices?
I like to say lifestyle medicine is pretty much the foundation of medicine, because lifestyle medicine pretty much uses uses lifestyle. That's using the concept of your diet, your exercise, stress management, sleep, substance avoidance of substance use, and social connectedness, social relationship, to prevent, control, and even in some cases reverse these prevalent non-communicable diseases. Non-communicable diseases like hypertension, diabetes, obesity, certain types of cancers. A lot of studies have shown that even just modifying your diet, eating a predominantly whole food plant-based diet, has the capacity to control and reverse hypertension, diabetes. Right now that's the only proven way to handle this. So even when you're on medication, your lifestyle is key. So lifestyle medicine is pretty much the fundamental, I think, in medicine. Now, for us getting the health coaching accreditation, it was pretty much when we started the course last year. We thought, okay, how can we make this a lot more globally accepted? And then we started seeking higher accreditations from global bodies. And it was a lot of work. It was pretty much when we got the letter, like, hey, okay, they've gone through everything you're teaching, every step. It was like I would say I literally almost gave up, but because of the amazing team that I work with, we pretty much pushed and were able to teach people the right thing. Train health coaches. Health coaches are behavior change experts. So they are teaching you there's a lot of false information about health online. You go online and someone is saying, drink this for this, do this for this. And you're like, where did this come from? Is this evidence-based? We still practice evidence-based medicine. We bank on evidence. So the key, evidence is key here. So that's pretty much what we're doing now with our coaching course. And
all right.
It's amazing.
All right, doctor, let me also come in here. Let's talk about women in your field. Now, what is it that the women are actually calling for? What are some of the challenges, the regular challenges that women face, especially in the medical field?
One of the major things we face is pretty much acceptance, as similar as like we have to be accepted like our male counterparts. That's one. Then we have to also be considered, considering the fact that, like, I think that women, once a woman has given birth and also, or she's pregnant, or even having something that people consider simple as menstrual crisis or menstrual pain, she needs to be considered for that, in the sense that is it's our physiology, but then it's not meant to be used to judge us. It's not meant to be used to judge us, but to be like how do I'm trying to find the right words to put it in, but they should understand that is enough stress on a woman. So we do not need environmental stress. We do not need occupational added stress, honestly, as what I think. I think that our physiology is stressful enough, and it makes us pretty much amazingly strong. We're pretty much amazing. So we need to be considered as far when we place our papers on the table. Don't say, oh, because she's a woman, oh, she will not take the work. I've had some opportunities where when I was looking for work, and they're like, oh, we don't need female doctors, we want male doctors. Why? I can do the same thing. So we need to be considered equally. That's why the fact we have this physiological stress we're handling, we can still do our work without any limitation, really.
All right, wow. Talking about #breaking the bias. Thank you so much, Dr. Chinasa Amadi, for coming on the program this morning.
Thank you. So I'm going to be more careful when I hear of Dr. Amadi. I'm not going to say, oh, it's a lady. Oh, wow.
There's actually the male version.
I know, I do know that. I'm just going to be careful not to streamline it to just being a male.
One gender alone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.